Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie. My name is Susan LaCroix. This is my daughter, Julie Davison. We've been demonstrators with Stampin' Up! For almost 20 years. Julie has an anniversary coming up here in the not too distant future. We live in a couple states away. We rarely get to stay together, even when we're together. And
Yeah.
right? So
That's
we decided,
true.
it is true. So we decided to get together and stamp projects and share them with you. So here we are. And I believe this is week number 37.
I've kind of lost track, but it has been so much fun to do this every week and to connect. And we only record like a portion of of our Zoom conversation because we always talk a little before and a little bit after. And like it's been so nice to always have this catch up time because I feel like even I don't know, there are some weeks where we just talk to each other like every day, it seems like, and there's other weeks where we go days without talking. So I love that Sunday stamping is just our chance to catch up and chat and stamp together and share. This has just been so awesome. I'm so glad. How did it take us so long to start it? I don't know, but I'm glad that we're doing it.
Well, it was your brilliant idea. So there. Hey, before we go any further, inquiring minds want to know. And if you watched us last week, we had a special guest with us. So I want to know, did Thomas sign up?
Yes, he did. He did sign up. We filmed a video of him getting his starter kit. So if you want to know what that looks like, you can check that out. And his starter kit came. So he's going to do an unboxing video tomorrow evening and show everybody what comes in the starter kit. And I'm kind of excited because it's been 20 years since I got a starter kit. And so I don't know, like, what comes in it. I'm kind of excited to see and to experience through him opening the starter kit for the first time. I remember almost 20 years ago when my starter kit arrived. In fact, it actually was delivered to the wrong address, but I was so expecting it, and so I'd been tracking it, and the tracking number said that it was delivered, and so I don't. There wasn't pictures or anything like that, like they do sometimes now with the porch, but it must have been, we got a call from somebody or somebody came, it was delivered to the next street over and that person brought it to us because it was labeled correctly. So they brought it to the door and I was like, oh yay, I was so excited. So it was like a bit of a moment. And Thomas, we were trying to figure out when to do his unboxing and we went on and checked the tracking number and then it said that it was coming like that day. And I was like, oh, it's coming today. And I was like, wait a second, Dad brought in some packages and it was already in the house and we hadn't even like realized it. So
I love it.
We're so excited and I just can't wait. Hopefully he'll join us as a guest, maybe on a Sunday stamping in the future, but he's going to be doing some videos and especially for Paper Pumpkin and really focusing on kits and that kind of stuff. So
I'm just thinking about how many demonstrators we have in our family.
Right?
So Thomas makes number 5.
He does make number 5.
So
I always say that Stampin' Up! Has been a family affair, and over the course of 20 years, the current 5 demonstrators, right? Me and you and Thomas and Amy, my sister, and Angie, my sister-in-law, but also in the past, my other sister-in-law, Kathy, and my other sister, Yvonne, have both been demonstrators throughout the years. So it's kind of fun. And I know as we continue to grow that Claire will end up joining as a demonstrator and I don't know about the other girls. Anna definitely at some point, but she still has several more years to get there. But it's been so much fun. We need just like a family stamping retreat. We need to just like schedule that and do that. All the stampers in the family can get away for the weekend, and then we'll have guaranteed time stamping.
Yes. Well, we should get started.
We should. I feel like we could just gab and gab and gab. Let's switch the camera over to my desktop and we'll see what we're going to do today. I'm going to add another light here. There we go. Maybe that's too much light. Okay, so Sale-a-Bration is going on and until the end of February. So today is February 13th. And so there's just like 2 more weeks of Sale-a-Bration and then it's over. And I feel like it's gone so fast. Don't you feel like that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
January always is sort of just like a blur, trying to like recover from the holidays. And so I feel like February is like the really time to dig in, but now Sale-a-Bration is only 2 months, January and February. So today we are spotlighting 2 of our favorite Sale-a-Bration gifts that you can choose for free. And if you're not familiar with Sale-a-Bration, you can choose 1 free gift for every $50 that you order. So there's some stamp sets to choose from, some designer paper. And so the Simply Marbleous designer paper is right here. So this is a 6x6 designer paper. And then right next to it is the Awesome Otters Stamp Set. So this one is also free with the $50 order. So if you would like to get them both to make the projects that we're sharing with you today, then you'll want to place a $100 order. And you can do that with either mom or I, whoever you normally shop with. Here's a close-up of the designer paper. This paper is really cool. Like I said, it's 6x6. There's 6 different colors and you get 8 sheets of each. And it is double-sided with each color. So you have more of like a stone marble kind of look. And then on the other side, you have more of this like liquid. It reminds me of like nail polish or silk. So 2 very different looking kind of marbles, but each paper is 1 color, and then you get, you know, both patterns in that color. So there's the stone side, and we've got balmy blue, smoky slate, highland heather, so saffron, blushing bride, and coastal cabana, and then there's the other side. So pretty. I meant to grab some samples. Let me quickly get from my bucket. So here's a sample of a card I made using a different Sale-a-Bration stamp set, the Catching Butterflies, and I used a little bit of that marble paper. I had another card, but I think I already sent it using the Calming Camellia and the purple paper. And then I have some other swap cards. This one is from Joe Williams using the Awesome Otters and the marble paper. And this one is from your team member, Pam D'Annunzio. Made that awesome card with the Awesome Otters. And again, using both that marble and the Awesome Otters. So cute. I have some more otter cards. Do you want to see them right now or later, Mom?
Go ahead and show them.
Okay. So here's a swap card from Margot Richardson using the Awesome Otters. And then 2 cards that I've made. Here's one. We both, Margot and I and Pam, used that wave background stamp from the January through June mini catalog. And then here's another one that I did. I used the Sunshine and Rainbows designer paper with this one. And that Sunshine and Rainbows, it has some really bright colors, but it also has some really soft, subtle colors. So I love this pool party in there and the So Saffron. Just so stinking cute. And then this one, oh my gosh, I love this. This is the Waterfall card. And we have a pattern from Stampin' Up! For this card. So we'll link up to that in the video description for you so you can make this card. And it's got the measurements and you know how to cut it and everything and the directions to putting it together.
I had something the Waterfall card in so long. Wow.
I know, right? The tutorial I found was from, I think 2009. You know, it's so fun. We've been doing this for 20 years. And so it's so fun to like bring back some of those old favorites that like we used to do 20 years ago, 10 years ago. And this was one definitely that I just thought was fun. Anyway, so this uses both the otters and that marble paper. It's such a perfect combination. And I think the blue kind of looks like water, but I love that your project, Mom, uses a different color and not blue. So let's flip over to your desk and you can show us your projects.
Absolutely. All right. So I am using the blushing. This is Blushing Bride, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so the other side is this, as Julie kind of described it, kind of that, I don't know, nail polish, silky. To me, this has more flirty flamingo in it
Hmm.
than the blushing bride. So, and I had trouble deciding. So I actually did one in both, but so I'll show you those when I'm done. All right. So what I'm doing with this card is I'm going to, what I did is I die cut, and I used, oh, what did I use? I used always in my heart, and I used, oh, I shouldn't have put these dies over here. It's the coordinating dies anyway, and it is Bouquet of Love. So I'm using this label and I'm using this heart. Okay. I thought I was being organized. Speaking of which, let me digress 1 minute. I got really tired of not having everything all in one place at the time when I needed it. And I carried this over. So each station at my table also has one of these little baskets. I got them at Meijer. They were in a package of 3 for like $3. And in here, I put everything. I put some liquid glue. I put some of the seal. I put glue dots and dimensionals and tape. And not everybody has one of these because I don't have enough for everything. But everybody gets a pair of scissors. So they shouldn't have to reach for anything. And if there's anything else, I can add it the day of the class. Anyway. So
I love that. Like, that's so handy. I've kind of got my stuff like all over my desk. So I love just having like one spot for like one of everything so that you've just got it right there. That's perfect.
Yep. Anyway, okay. So what I did was I die cut out this heart, and I'm going to take a piece of basic white paper, and I'm going to stamp our otter in memento.
I feel so giddy. I know what your card looks like, and I'm just like anticipating.
All right, I'm going to move the card base out of the way for a little bit. All right. So this is actually, oh man, look what I did.
Oh no.
Oh, well, you'll get the idea. I'll put the tag. I'll cover it. No worries.
There you go.
So anyway, so this little guy is going to kind of come out of the heart here a little bit. So it doesn't, I didn't really measure and pay attention to where I was putting it because I almost don't care, but I mean, and I mean that in the nicest of ways, not that really came out wrong. So I am using some of our new natural tones blends.
Oh, what a good idea. What numbers are you using?
So for his belly and his face, I am using number 900. So it's 1,000 is the lightest.
Okay.
So I am using this guy.
And the natural tones blends are available in packs of 2, so neighboring numbers, or you can get the entire set. And the entire set is $45, which is almost enough to get the Awesome Otters for free. So you can add on like a couple more Stampin' Blends and or the color lifter or something like that, and that'll get you up to a free Sale-a-Bration gift.
So I'm using for his fur 300 and 500. So I'm not using adjacent numbers. Yeah, so now I'm going to get blends all over me. Okay. I'll do just a little bit of shading here. I'm not going to do a whole lot. So yeah, I did notice when I was checking on some things that these are getting low.
Low inventory?
Yeah.
Did you say yes?
I did.
Oh my gosh, I hadn't realized.
Yeah, getting low. So
they'll definitely be restocked. It's not something that is going to completely sell out, but I don't know how long it will be. It may be a little while for them to be restocked. So if you've been thinking about the natural tones blends, definitely make sure that you get in your order right away, especially if you want that order to count towards a Sale-a-Bration gift, because I'm guessing that if it does temporarily sell out, that it will not be back in time for the end of Sale-a-Bration.
I would think you were right there, Julie.
Okay, so I always love to see how different people use stamping blends. So you started with the dark color and you kind of added it where you wanted, and now you're just blending it in. I love how it just like
Yes,
it blends so nicely. It looks so good.
it does. And so I favor the burnishing, the circular motion to kind of
Mm.
move the ink around and blend it. And I don't really know what color hedgehogs really are, but this works for me.
Otters. It's an otter.
Oh, it's an otter. What did I say? Hedgehog?
Hedgehogs.
Well, I've had people order some of these and the hedgehogs.
Yes. You know, I don't have the hedgehog bundle yet, but these blends would be perfect for the hedgehogs too. You're right.
Yep, I don't, oh, well, let's not forget his little ear there. Okay, so there he is.
I
Is he
love
cute?
it.
And then for his little nose, I'm gonna use the light black.
That almost looked blue from
know,
on
right?
my screen.
There we
And
go.
I thought, well, that's interesting. But I think like a dark blue would work well too.
It might, yep. All right, so I'm going to line my little guy up here. And I can move him, I can move this paper around a little bit. I guess it could be this way. It almost doesn't matter, right? Actually, I wish he was up a wee bit more. That's all right. Oh, come on now. Oh, don't you dare. Okay. I really probably should be doing the white.
Why aren't you using your favorite glue?
I don't know. It's there. I just thought of it. All right. That's close enough. Now I'll use my favorite. How's that, Julie? Will that make you feel better, babe?
Oh, I mean, I use the stamp and seal all the time. So
I know. I know. I'm just,
you just seem like you were struggling. So that's why I was asking.
well, it just needed, I needed to pull up the sticky. All right. So grab my glue dots.
Seriously, so cute.
So I die cut some of these from, it's the dies that go with the Sweet Talk Sweet.
Okay, yeah.
So I wanted some of these to,
Are they all the same size or different sizes?
oh, these are all the same size, I
Okay.
believe. Oh. They look all the same size, right? I think
Yeah,
so.
I think so.
No, they're not going to stick, right? Okay, no, we're not going to do this today, guys.
Oh my gosh. I know it's already after Valentine's Day, but you could totally
know.
send this card to me.
I may give this to your dad. What do you think? I want to cover that goopy black spot there. Oh, but dear. Okay.
There's always bling.
I was going to say, I've got some other ideas here. All right. So let me pop this guy up.
Did you have some ribbon that you wanted to put under the tag?
I do. Thank you. All right. So I decided to bring out, because this is in black, I wanted to just accentuate the black a little
I
bit.
love that ribbon.
I do too.
And I don't think you mentioned it. That tag is from the same set that the big heart is from, right?
Yes, it is. It is. I thought I mentioned it when I showed the dice, but maybe not.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to the tag. Sorry.
It's okay. Because sometimes I forget things that I want to say, and then I watch the video, go, well, I didn't say that. I meant
Yeah,
to say
that happens to me all the time.
All right. Oops, I think I put that on the wrong side. I don't know that it matters. So let me just stick this on here. Nope, I really want, that's okay. Do that. I really do like this card. And yes, I know it's after Valentine's Day, but.
Well, today is the 13th, so it's not after Valentine's Day.
Well, this is true. This is
And
true.
so somebody watching this at home can make a last minute Valentine using the otter
You bet they can.
and the hearts. So this is still very relevant. And
It
people, if it is too late, they can always make it and save it for next year.
Or they can put a different greeting of love on there. Like
Yes.
greeting, and of course, okay, I'm bringing out the bling.
Now, I just have to tell this story. Mom was showing me her card before we turned the recording on. And she says, yeah, I'm not sure if it needs bling. And I was like, what? Are you feeling okay? You're not sure if it needs bling? Of course it needs bling.
Of course it needs bling.
I didn't know that you made cards that didn't have bling.
Occasionally. Not every card calls for bling.
This one definitely does.
All right, where should this third one go?
Down on the right.
Right here?
Yeah.
Down here. Like so. There you go. All right, so now.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
Isn't that cute?
It is.
So for the inside, I took some of the scraps and used the other little heart die in that same heart set and grabbed some of these. So I was thinking of just putting some hearts along the bottom for the inside. Is that too much?
No, I think that's really cute.
All right. I was debating, and then I was debating whether I should do this.
Oh yeah, either way. I kind of like it on the side, I think.
That's what I'm just thinking. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So let me put some of this stuff away here. And this I will use my liquid. Clean up my mess. All right, let's do this. And I always kind of start like in the center.
That's a good tip. And then you know how much space you have on either side.
Yeah. And I don't measure, I just kind of eyeball. Sometimes I get kind of in a little bit of trouble for eyeballing. But yeah, I had pulled some swaps down too using this, but we got the same swap. So I am going to show you another card that we did at Hostess Club.
Oh yes, I love this card.
Okay, but let me finish this guy first. Put him in the end. In the end. Oh, listen to me. Okay, put him in the inside. All right, let me just squish some glue on here. I love having that little basket. Oh, and I had it out for Hostess Club, and every one of them were like, "Oh my God, I love this basket idea." Blah blah.
Yes.
Blah. So then they just put all their stuff back in the basket, and my table's picked up.
Exactly. Right, so I love that it keeps everything tidy. Okay, that is just the cutest. I love it.
All right, so here's the other one we did for Club. And we used the picture this dies. And I used some of the blue, balmy blue. And so this guy that I used on this card, we stamped him on a scrap. And then after we colored him, we fussy cut him, and he's popped up on dimensionals.
I love that.
And yeah, it worked out really, really well. And then just this little guy peeking up on the inside. So those are my latest two using the Simply Marbleous paper and the Awesome Otters, because I mean, come on.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, bring out the other sample though, the Valentine.
Yes. Thank you. So I did this because I want to do it this or that. So in comments, let me know what you think. So I did one. I flipped it over and I used Flirty Flamingo. And I felt it needed a white layer between the paper and the card base to kind of make it pop. And I stamped this in Flirty Flamingo, but now I'm wishing I had done it in black. Yeah. And I used some of our Flirty Flamingo gold metallic ribbon.
I
Yeah.
love the white border, and I don't know, that's really tough. I kind of like the darker paper. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
Put them down next to each other.
I should put some bling here, which I will do.
Yes, it definitely needs some bling. You can add the bling while I'm
Yeah.
while I'm doing my card. Okay, so leave a comment, this or that. Which of these two do you prefer? It is really tough because they're both
Yeah.
so awesome. I think that's the struggle with this paper, is deciding which of the two sides to
Yeah.
use.
Yeah. That is so very true.
Okay,
Ooh.
well, are you ready for me to flip the camera to my desk?
Yes, because I can't decide where to put this.
Okay, let's come over here back to Illinois. I love how we can just flip back and forth between states.
I wish I could do it so quickly.
Okay, so I am going to use the blue one, like water, for this. And I thought it'd be so fun to make a shaker card. And I might have shown this before, but I don't think I've done it on Sunday stamping. So I thought I would share how to make a shaker card with a clear envelope. And we did do a shaker card. But it was like the whole card front was the envelope.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
remember that? I can't remember the stamp set. This is a little bit different. So for this one, we're going to put the designer paper inside the clear envelope. Now, if you haven't seen these before, the clear envelopes are found on the same page in the catalog as like the vanilla and whisper white envelopes. It's pictured in the same thing, and the item number is right there. So clear envelopes is item number 102619. And this package includes 50 of the envelopes. So this is what we use. You might see it in our videos sometimes when we're sharing a card sample that's a swap. A lot of times we keep them in the clear envelopes to protect them in our swap box. Okay, so I've got the designer paper. I put it all the way into the corner, and now I'm just going to wrap the envelope, and I'm going to like hug. Oh no. Okay,
Julie, wait.
yes, before I conceal it, we need to put the shaker thing in there. Oh my goodness. These are the Sparkle and Shine sequins. This is brand new in the January through June catalog, and it's actually part of the it's on the same page as the Rainbow of Happiness. So it's up there in the corner. If you feel like you didn't realize that we had sequins, that's where they're located in the January through June mini catalog. And it's got stars, but it also has just like some iridescent and white and silver circles. And so I thought that kind of reminded me of, water and waves. So I'm going to put it on the right side here. I'm just gonna take a little bit and put it in the card. Make a mess. I feel like you don't need like a whole lot. Sometimes if you have too much, then I feel like it doesn't shake very well. So I'm just gonna add just a little bit like that. And now I'm going to seal the card. So I'm gonna wrap that flap really tight around the designer paper, and then I'm going to do a strip of tear and tape down the other side. And so this is the closed edge, and again, like I'm just wrapping it really tight. So I've hugged all the corners and sort of created this enclosed shaker piece. And so now I'm going to add some more tear and tape, and I'm going to layer this onto a piece of white cardstock. And I want to make sure that it stays down really good. So I'm going to go all the way around the perimeter with the tear and tape.
You know what I noticed, Julie, when you had it flipped over? It takes on the hue and the color of the blue, the iridescent sequence. So it makes it look like they kind of match the color, at least on camera.
Yes, I think it does, like, because it's sort of like holographic and see-through.
Yeah.
I think it does just have holographic or iridescent things. I think just have sort of like a little bit of a blue. I know I've such a mess here. And they're very staticky too. So They're just gonna be on my floor, I think.
You're gonna find them up in your bedroom and in the bathroom and in the
Right.
kitchen.
Okay, so I don't think I told you, but my designer paper is 3.5 inches by 4 3/4 inches, and then I have a white layer that is 3 3/4 inches by 5. So I'm going to just take all that tear and tape off and layer it onto the white cardstock. And it is a little bulky, not only because we have the flat, but we also have the sequins. So be generous with your tear and tape so that this doesn't pop off of the white layer.
This makes me want to break out my clear envelopes and sequins and make a
I
card.
know, right? We've had some fun sequins over the years, and I'm sure everybody watching at home has got some kind of loose sequins that they could use. I went ahead and stamped and colored the otter who's swimming, and I also stamped and cut out the sentiment that says "You are utterly awesome." So I'm just going to add that to the card base, and then add the little circle on there. So besides the shaker part, this card is pretty straightforward. You can, of course, dress it up as much as you want, but I love the movement of the shaker and that cute little otter. Oh, I was thinking about maybe adding a little bit of ribbon. I want to make sure this sticks really well.
So did you use the natural tone blends to color your otter?
I didn't. I actually used crumb cake, light and dark crumb cake, and then I added some green for the fish, a little pink nose, and then a little blue on the water. Let me grab some ribbon.
That is such a cute card.
Uh-oh, I got two options. When I walked over there, I was thinking like, oh, I really want to get this pool party. You know, it's sort of like just very light. And I feel like it has sort of that like water kind of vibe. Do you like that?
I do.
But then I saw the white glitter.
Use the blue because you can't order the white yet.
Well, that's true. The white is currently unavailable to order. This is what it would look like with the white.
I think I like the blue.
Oh man. That's really hard. I kind of like the sparkle of the white, but let's use the blue because you're right. We cannot order the white right now. It is not orderable, which means only that it's temporarily out of stock. So Stampin' Up! Has sort of gone into this no back order situation. And I know it's frustrating sometimes to have things not available to order, but I think that it's better not to be able to order it than to order it and be waiting months for it. And that's kind of well, we got to that point where people were waiting.
It's the supply chain issue, you know, those ships that are sitting off the coast and, you know, just and now the trucks kind of on strike. And I know it's Canada, but there's talk of it, you know, happening here. And so we'll see. So hopefully things will straighten out in the next few months and we can get all of the stuff that we want.
I think we've been pretty lucky. Like,
I do too.
That so many of Stampin' Up's things are available, and we haven't really had that many problems. So,
no, we haven't. And the thing too is that you know we can always use something that's similar.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so it's all good. I mean, it hasn't really affected me too much. I don't think.
Well, let's face it, as crafters, we have a pretty decent stash. Okay, like we're not fooling anybody, right? Like
we are not.
Do we really need that white glitter ribbon? Because we really don't have anything else that we could use. I mean, right?
Right. That is true. That is so cute.
I wanted to angle it a little bit more. Oh my gosh, it's such a hot mess back there, but in front it looks just fine.
That is true. Aw, look at that.
Ah.
Julie, that's great.
This is my problem is I play around too much and trying to fix it. Okay, push it down, it's done. All right, there's my otter shaker card. Oh my gosh.
So cute.
These otters are adorable. I'm really, really, really going to miss them. And if you don't have them yet, you have just like 2 weeks left to pick out your Awesome Otters Stamp Set or the Simply Marbleous designer paper or
both.
So go get the things that you probably don't need. Maybe the new natural tone Stampin' Blends or some designer paper or new tools, new adhesive. Stock up on your cardstock. Actually, Sale-a-Bration is a really great time to stock up on cardstock and re-inkers, especially for the in colors that are getting ready to retire in a couple months.
You know what I just did? I renewed my paper pumpkin.
Oh, yes.
So that I could get, I did it for a year. So I got some free Stampin' rewards and some Sale-a-Bration things. And I wanted to do it before the price goes up because they're having, because of the whole supply chain issue, they're having to increase the price of the paper pumpkin kits by just a few dollars.
I'm going to switch our cameras over. Hold on a second. Let's get you on there. There you are. And we'll add me. Okay.
So yes, this is the time to do it. Yeah. And oh my gosh, I was on the Stampin' Up demonstrator page. Did you see the little sneak peek of the next kit?
I did. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited. So the kit for March for Paper Pumpkin is inspired by the On the Horizon suite. And you guys know how much we love that suite. Like, I'm really excited about this Paper Pumpkin. And not only is it our favorite suite, but there's a bonus free stamp set in the March kit as well. And that's that means 2 stamp sets. Like there's the stamp set that you always get, and then there's going to be another stamp set in the March Paper Pumpkin kit. So yeah, if you have not subscribed to Paper Pumpkin before, you definitely want to get subscribed. I was waiting to say anything. I think they've done all the billing right now, because sometimes people will adjust their subscription and then like it was actually for the previous month because they hadn't done the billing yet or something like that. So I think it's safe now though that you can go ahead and subscribe now or renew or whatever if you want to get that kit. So it's a card kit. What's that?
And it's I forgot what I was going to say.
A card kit? Is that what you were saying?
Yes. I mean, yes, I was going to say it's a card kit, but yes. So how many extra kits are you ordering?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I only need 1 stamp set, like 1 free stamp set. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to just get refills. Usually the refills are available before the end of the month. So I might add an extra kit just in case to make sure, that I get that. But hopefully I'm banking on refills, but sometimes the refills sell really fast. Yes. And so like one way to guarantee is to order 2 kits from the onset. So I haven't decided yet, but Paper Pumpkin, like you were saying, get a prepaid Paper Pumpkin subscription right now because you get Sale-a-Bration rewards, and the prepaid subscription rates don't go up until March 1st. So you can lock in the rate right now and you get Sale-a-Bration. So the rate increase, it's not that much. It's really a pretty small increase. I think it's going from 22 to 23.50 or something like that. I mean, it
isn't. I mean, yes, it's small, but if you want to save a buck or two, you can always buy a pack of paper with what you say.
Exactly. Well, let's show off our cards. We were chatting and we didn't have our normal transition. Oh, they're so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. If you do not have these Awesome Otters or the marble paper. I mean, you need them both, I
need 'em.
think.
You need them. I think
If
so.
you had to choose only one, Mom, which one
Oh
would you
boy.
get?
Oh, I don't know.
I think I would get the otters. They're
Yeah.
just so cute. I know.
They're so-
I feel torn. I feel like the otters because they're so cute, but the marble paper you can
It's so
use.
versatile.
Yes, you can use it with so many different things. So I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I was looking at the paper and I was thinking as I pulled out this one, the yellow.
Oh,
I mean, just think about die cutting out some flowers with it or
Yeah.
punching out some daisies. I don't know.
I feel like you're changing my mind. I don't know. So you would pick the paper if you could only pick one?
So I think so. No, I don't know.
We're so decisive.
I know.
Oh, well, I'm glad that we don't have to decide. I'm glad that we can get
Yep.
I'm glad that we can get both and we have that option. But
Yeah.
these both items are only available during celebration and will not be offered again. You will
Nope.
not find them in the clearance rack. You will not be able to order them from Stampin' Up. All celebration gift items are exclusive to the celebration promotion. So
Yep.
if
and
you
when
have
it's
your
done,
eye on either one of these or any of the celebration items, don't wait. Make sure that you get your order in and get the things that you want before the end of February.
yes, I agree. Well,
All
I
right,
think
Mom.
we chatted enough. There was just so much to say.
I know. I just love crafting with you. So
I know.
the time just like
Fun.
it goes so fast. It's like we always say there's a time warp when we get together. And I think the same is true when we get on Zoom. Like all of a sudden it's been 40 minutes and we're just like, well, so much for being short.
Well, listen, we will let you go and get on with the rest of your day. We hope you have a wonderful week. Happy stamping. We'll see you next Sunday stamping with Susan and Julie. Bye, everybody.
See you
Bye,
next
baby.
time. Bye, Mom.